Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you the 6th and final soap in our Pride 2025 collection, which is inspired by the works of Lady Gaga. This soap is inspired by the album Chromatica and the song Sour Candy. It is a blend of some blackberry and also some ginger fizz, both fragrances from Bramble Berry, and they add a nice sour punch to this soap. So stay tuned and watch us make this purple soap inspired by the song Sour Candy. Alrighty, let's make our 6th and final soap for our Gaga collection, and that is our purple soap entitled Sour Candy. Sour Candy, the soap, begins just like every other RainBro soap, and that is by using our signature plant-based oil blend, and as always that is in our description box down below, so feel free to use that ratio to make your own soap, and we'd love to see pictures of those if you tag us on Instagram. Anyways, we will blitz that up along with our colloidal oatmeal, a little bit of some lye water and sodium lactate as well. Then we'll add our custom fragrance blend, and this is 2 cents from Bramble Berry. It is Blackberry Sugar and it is Ginger Peach Spritz. Both of them are nice fruity scents, but not too sweet, which is nice because that is what we were not wanting. We were not wanting something too terribly sweet that you wouldn't want to use it all the time. It has nice notes of citrus, blackberries, tropical florals, apple, ginger, peach, and pineapple. There's a little bit of like a coconutty note in there as well. Both fragrances are delicious on their own, but we wanted to make something even more special and more unique for our final soap of our Pride 2025 collection. As you can see on screen here, the fragrances behaved beautifully. No acceleration, no ricing. Also a great thing is that they didn't discolor. So both of these fragrances are amazing because usually a florally sweet scent is more prone to accelerating than like a woodsy scent, at least in our experience. And we did not want an accelerating fragrance oil for any of this collection, because if you watched our video from earlier this week, I mentioned that if you have an accelerating fragrance oil and you try to do a drop swirl, it ends up more being like a layered soap, but not even like a cute layered soap. It just kind of plops on top of each other, and that is not the vibe we were going for. Once I have gotten this soap batter to a pretty light trace, I'm going to split off about half, put that in our slab mold, and if you've seen all 5 of these videos from this past month, you'll know that then we are going to add in our purple mica blend. This is just some purple from Bramble Berry and also some Northern Lights. I want to say that is from Nurture Handmade or potentially Mad Mica, but it is a nice purpley color. I wanted this to look different than our Christie's Lavender Field, which I don't think I accomplished, but we only really had 2 different purple micas, so really blending them didn't do a whole lot. I think this one's a little lighter than our normal lavender soap bar, and that's perfectly fine with me. The top design that I did is different than the Christie's Lavender Field, and if you haven't watched that Christie's Lavender Field soap, I'll put a card up in the corner so you can check that out afterwards. Once we have all that soap batter in our slab mold there and the Cambro is scraped clean, I will zoom in the camera, break out my chopstick, and I will do some little kind of latte-ish art design here to get that purple distributed across the whole top of the slab there. And then I'll tap out the air bubbles, and I let this sit for a little while I cleaned up, and then I decided I didn't like this top design that much. I wanted something a little different. We'd had a lot of flat top designs for the soap for this month, and I wanted a little elevation and texture, not just like a fork design or anything like that. So I got my bar spoon, and I am doing like a mohawk design here. Kind of spoiler alert, and you'll see it here in the next couple seconds. I then didn't like this because I thought it looked too much like the Christie's Lavender Field, which we also do a mohawk, so it obviously looked very similar. So I went back in and was trying to make the mohawk a little more severe, and then I just said, let's throw caution to the wind, and I went kind of crazy, similar to the orange soap from this collection, which is the Fame Monster soap that's scented with Bonfire from Bramble Berry. And again, I'll put a card up in the corner if you didn't watch that video. So I'm just going in and making this much more randomized, a little chaotic as well, to not make it look like our lavender soap, because I did want these to look different. Another thing that I did to make this look different is I took my really busted up looking paintbrush and dipped that in some dark purple mica. And I think this is just a custom blend that I did, and it's in a little Bramble Berry jar. And I am just tapping this over the top of this soap. I am doing this for a couple reasons. One, I didn't want this top to be fully covered with purple. And two, when you do a mica dusting on top of soap bars, if you don't do like the perfect amount, mica gets everywhere afterwards. And we keep these in Rubbermaid containers that we take to the market, and our soaps aren't wrapped because we don't use a lot of packaging by design, and so then mica gets everywhere. Purple's okay. Our red mica that we have gets everywhere, and some of our other like darker colored micas get everywhere as well. Anyways, once I have the perfect light dusting of that purple mica on, I will spritz this with some rubbing alcohol, tuck this thing away for about 24-ish hours, and then Zach is going to cut this slab into loaves. So we've already steamed this slab off screen with it's just a clothing steamer from Target. It was super cheap, so nothing fancy there. So that's just to make the top look nice and polished. But once that is done, Zach unmolded and he is breaking that slab down into loaves. And this is the last video, I think, where you're gonna see this slab splitter. We went to a soap making conference in Reno this month in May when I am doing this voiceover, and we got a new slab splitter from an amazing company. So you'll be seeing that, I think, in our Citrus in July collection, which will be, the videos will at least will be coming out in June. And then there is our drop swirl. This is exactly what I was going for. Nice and chaotic and purple and fun, which was the vibe for not just this soap, but the whole collection was meant to be kind of chaotic, really fun, really colorful, but with a RainBro take on things and rainbow take on things, because this is our Pride collection. The question for the video, and the question for all of the videos this month, has been, what is your favorite Lady Gaga song from this album? So this album is Chromatica, and why? I really like Sour Candy. I think it gets stuck in my head a lot. I also like Rain on Me, which is kind of basic. Also Stupid Love. I think those are my three favorites, but let me know in the comments down below what is your favorite song from this album and just Lady Gaga in general. I would love to hear. Your answers down below, but that is it. That is our Chromatica soap from the song Sour Candy, and this soap, along with all of our other soaps, will be for sale starting June 1st, online and in person, as part of our Pride 2025 collection entitled Gaga for Gaga. These soaps are inspired by an album from each era of Lady Gaga and then a song from each of those albums, excluding the Tony Bennett albums because we only could pick 6 albums, and those albums are a little boring in my opinion. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching our Pride 2025 collection. We also have a fun Pink Pony Club signature candle coming out in the month of June as well, in a super fun pink jar, so check out our online store for that. Thank you to our subscribers. They get soaps or candles or bath bombs each and every month from us. If you are interested in joining this fine group of people on screen, check out our website, rainbrocrafts.com, for more details on that. It is not too late to sign up to get your June Pride products sent to you as your perk for that month. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below that favorite song from the album Chromatica. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon so you get notified when we come out with new videos. Thank you. Bye.